Hello, Bobs. We're back with another book. This one an oldie but goodie. Gay's Standard Encyclopedia and Self-Educator. Comprising popular, useful, practical, social, commercial, legal, historical, political, statistical, classic, literary, dramatic, domestic, medical, and recreative education. Very, very finely embossed this book is. As you can see, Gay's Standard Encyclopedia. Illustrated by gay bros. Bunch of gay bros, bruv. Obviously, we probably can't go through every page or I'd be here to the middle of Turkey Day. Etiquette, conduct of life. Bookkeeping, single and double entry. Always this marbled page. End page. Frontispiece. There he is, Professor R.C. Loveridge, Principal, Yale Business College. Which is odd because this page with the illustration is barely marked. As you'll see from the pages inside, bruv, those are very much marked. The illustrated pages that have the tissue paper. Gay Brothers Company from New York. 1882 by William Gay. Electrotype printed and bound by Gay Brothers. Even this one, you can see it's modeled. It's a nice illustration, bruv. Very nice and colorful. Presented to me, Bobby Frontispiece, by myself. I wonder why there's such a difference at the page length. Dedication to America, the home of all nations, and to the millions of busy toilers who are desirous of securing that self-culture which will prepare them to meet the responsible duties of life, including the thousands of active men and women who daily feel the need of that education denied them in youth. Our object, to produce a valuable book. Let's get into it. Part 1, Popular and Social Education. I like that. Whatever that's called when you make the first letter embellished and larger. I don't know what that's called, but I like it. I love it. A good home is built on compromises. Amusements ought to find a place in the home. Hints to young peoples. The guide to success, bruv. Care in choosing a profession. A worthy aim in life. Mental and physical culture. Speaking of physical culture, let me have some Beefeater. We're going to have some culture right here, bruv. It's called the Pumpkin Spice Latte Beer by Atwater Brewery. Let's pour it into the Beefeater. This is culture, bruv. The Beefeater. I really like this glass. Very mellow beer. All right. Persistence. persistency and individuality, originality. There is a genius which is never at a discount in the busy world. It is the genius of originality, bruv. The men who have made their mark in the world have been men of intense individuality. They have come to a door in their path and forced an entrance through it. They have spoken as one having authority, and their prophetic utterances have been the precursors to triumph. They are the men who think for themselves and are not to be confined to the narrow grooves of other men. They are ever ready to assume the responsibility of their acts and exhibit no hesitancy in speech. Luck versus pluck. The English proverb, "It is better to be lucky than wise," and the German equivalent, "Pitch a lucky man into the Nile, and he will come up with a fish in his mouth," were born in the desire to shield oneself from the ill consequences of his mistakes, negligence, or ignorance. The vast number of these grand results, which at first glance we may be inclined to attribute to luck, are really good opportunities well improved. These opportunities may come to 1,000 men, but the ability or energy may be wanting till the one man seizes them and compels them to serve his noble purpose. Ponderous, bruv. Lord Chesterfield's instructions and advice to his son: etiquette, business, and social relations. Not feeling this section, bruv. I want some illustrations. Whoa, this goes on. That's nice. There we go. Now you can see this one's very mottled as well. And you can even see a carbon copy of it on there as it pulls away. The Guide to Polite Society, the Ballroom Guide, the Guide to Courtship and Marriage. And then you see it engraved for gaze, standard encyclopedia. On the lake, it says, I believe. On the lake, or is it up the lake? It's on. It's great. Of course, this one does seem to have moisture exposure, so maybe that has something to do. Courteous greetings. Wait, let's get a model woman. Of a lady who died in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania a few days ago, the Commercial Gazette of that city says she was a model woman in all the relations of life, whether as daughter, wife, mother, sister, friend, or Christian. She was a model in her thoughtfulness and care for her parents in their declining years. She was a model in the confidence she placed in her husband and her interest in his success. She was a model in the affection she bestowed on her children and her solicitude for their salvation. She was a model in the example she set for her sisters to follow. They were all disposed to take her as such. She was a model as a friend, in that she was a friend at all times. She was a model in the consistent godly life she lived, in the peaceful and triumphant death she died. She was altogether unselfish, bruv. She was kind, she was benevolent, she was charitable, she was forgiving, she was meek, she was humble, she was Christ-like, she believed, she trusted, she worked. She made home happy, and when a stranger entered the family circle to sojourn for a little, it was but a little while until he felt he was in the sunshine. She was never idle, and the work she had to do at home, in the church, or institutions for charity, she did well. The valuable space which we have devoted to the classic sayings of Lord Chesterfield will be fully appreciated by our readers, as they contain a mint of wisdom upon the habits and requirements of good society everywhere and for all time. But to make them of practical service in our ordinary life, we now intend to touch upon the incidental and particular formalities of etiquette, applicable to the social usages of this country. Courteous greetings and introductions. The mode of salutation differs widely in various countries, and especially in the Eastern nations, there is a dignity and grace that is admirable. We have thought that it would be better if we had in our English tongue more graceful forms than the simple "How are you?" or "How do you do?" The Bedouin of the desert hails you with his sonorous "May God grant you a happy morning," or if God wills it, you are well. But however tempting it may be to study the forms of salutation among different people, we must forbear. The salutation, "How are you?" is not allowed in a slight acquaintance. And the reply, "Very well, thanks," is made only among intimate friends. Good morning and good evening are permitted in any society. A greeting on the street or the parlor should always be accompanied by a well-defined how, which is at the same time both deferential and respectful, not a mere nod or jerk of the head. In the street, it is the gentleman's duty to remove the hat to ladies or aged men with an inclination of the entire body. It is the place of a lady to bow first on meeting a slight acquaintance. When a gentleman is promenading with a lady, he lifts his hat to everyone whom the lady recognizes. A gentleman will always stand aside at a narrow crossing, and lifting his hat, allow the lady to pass, or in going up or down stairs, notice the salutation and return it. Willie now. Politely for whomsoever given. True etiquette is based on common sense and morality and requires the exercise of these qualities. Etiquette in the home, bruv. Visitors at home, ceremonious visits. Politeness while traveling, calls for congratulation, treatment of callers, calls for consolation, social calls, bruv, the etiquette observable at a table. The honors of the table, general observances, dinner parties, their requirements. Really taking it up. Table ornaments and arrangement, entertaining company. A few hints to young housekeepers. Supper table. Care of the person and the toilet. What the hell does this mean? No amount of talent or genius can atone for the habits of carelessness and neglect of the person into which many have fallen. Not to speak of the importance of the matter from a hygienic standpoint, it is incumbent upon all to avoid everything that would be offensive and disagreeable to others with whom he associates. The cleanliness of the person in all its minor details adds very much of the enjoyment of life and heightens the regard of those with whom he associates. We might go into the details of the toilet, but our readers are sufficiently conversant with the matter if they only give it due attention. The care of the hair and the preservation of the teeth in their natural whiteness demand daily attention. The external parts of the system concealed of the clothing should not be neglected. While the popular appearance of the hands, ears, neck, and face are to be regarded by all means, frequent bathings are conducive to health and produce an exhilaration at once grateful to the individual and agreeable to all, because it removes the effete matter that is exuded from the pores and the invisible perspiration that collects upon the surface of the body. Attend to the bath as a sacred duty of the toilet. that nothing but sickness and infirmity should prevent. The preservation of beauty of complexion can be accomplished by a proper attention to the laws of physical health in diet, exercise, and bathing. And any attempt to heighten the natural charms or hide defects by cosmetics will be attended with injurious effect to the skin, if not to the health. But for the benefit of whom it may concern, we give a few harmless receipts for adjuncts to the toilet. Courtship and marriage. Church of the Messiah. Love letters. This ought to be good. True sentiment is neither forced nor restrained, and the interchange of thought between lovers should be natural and to the point. It need not stray into the byways of literature, nor cull the flowers of poesy and rhetoric, but breathe the spirit of the heart which indicted it, indicted it. What does that mean? Indicted it? Is that how you spelled it then? If it is the impulse of love, it can no more be forced to flow into set channels of thought and expression than the Nile can be turned back upon its source. They will be natural, unaffected, and straightforward, all model love letters to the contrary notwithstanding. Interesting, bruv. There we go. Another etching. The neglected house. That's great. This house is neglected, bruv. Look at this poor lass. She's awful verklempt. She's saddened, bruv. She looks very, very sad. Husbands and wives. Why is it that all these pages are wet that have a illustration on them? Toilet for the ballroom. Gentleman's dress. Business writing. Ooh, practical ornament. Oh, there we go, bro. This is great. Correct position of the hand and pen for pen flourishing. That's great. That was a terrible handstand, so this one's more. That's nice. Correct position of the hand and pen for pen flourishing. Beauty requires uniformity in slanting, height, and regularity of curves. There must be a judicious compromise in attaining these three requirements, for letters cannot at the same time be vertical and slanting, large and small, angular and curved. Perfection and accuracy may be acquired in many arts by tedious and laborious approaches, but good penmanship requires direct, masterly, and decisive effort. That's how I hold the pen, bruv. Just like that. Although I think it goes right there. Let me grab a pen if I have one handy. I don't think I do. But I do have a screwdriver, bruv, so if I was writing, that would go like this. Is that the same as this bloke? It's close. It's close, bruv. It's close, but not exact. Look at that. That's how I would write if I had a pen. And it's not wrong, bruv. Yeah, that's about correct. I accept, bruv. Take the pen between the thumb and first finger, allowing it to pass across the corner of the nail, the second. Whoa. The art of penmanship. Lessons in penmanship. Is that pretty good? Ooh. Now look, it bled into it. It bled into it, bruv. Oh, whoa, whoa. Letters on business. Letters on the sickness and death of President Garfield. Gentleman's Complete Guide to Letter Writing. Business letters. Casually flow through this. From a father to his son at school. Letters of affection and love. Letters of congratulation. Incorrect position for writing. What? You can't write like this, bruv. Never write like that. Correct position for writing. How to fold the letter. I mean, there's so many rules. This is the lady's complete guide, bruv. Look at that. That's great. Letters, letters, letters. Synonymous words. A dictionary of 12,000 synonymous words in the English language. This is great. Synonyms, bruv. Blustering, see, bluff. Clings, hold, stick, adhere, attach. Cruel, barbarous, inhuman, brutal, hard-hearted. Dominion, power, rule, sway, territory, empire. Filthy, dirty, dingy, unclean, gross, passion glowing, fiery impetus, spirited, labor, work, task, exertion, duties. Whoa. This is how to use capitals, bro. Why do they keep doing this with these sideways pictures? Rules for spelling. Elocution, considered as an art. On pause, on inflection, on pitch, on gesture, on reading verse. How to simulate the passions in the recital of heroic verse. Useful ints. This book tells you everything, bruv. The allocation of the pulpit. Science of bookkeeping. The journal. Oh my God, this journal. The ledger. Anything be more boring than the ledger? Banking, insurance, and exchange. Breach of covenants, damages. Charles Johnson, Joseph Gay. Lots of repetitiveness, bruv. They are teaching you everything you need in life, bruv. The law of copyright. Last wills and testaments. Non-cooperative. Bears and bulls. Parliamentary law. Come on now. bylaws and meetings. Let's get right to the envelope. Guatemala. Oh, we got a figure. Whoa, the figure, he ghosts in there. Look at this, you can see barely see a ghost of him. And there he is. Who is it? Lord Macaulay. And there he is. In shadow. This is really cool. You'll see, once I remove the envelope, you see him on there, bruv. He's a ghost. It's almost like somebody outlined him, but now he's in the page. A Lamb's Constitutional History by Lord Macaulay. And this is hardly an encyclopedia. I mean, I guess it is. Constitution of the United States. George Washington's farewell address. And you're getting lots of info, but it's, I don't know. Political maxims by the Earl of Chesterfield. Proper secrecy is the only mystery of able men, sorry. Mystery is the only secrecy of weak and cunning ones. A man who tells nothing, or who tells all, will equally have nothing told him. If a fool knows a secret, he tells it because he is a fool. If a knave knows one, he tells it whenever it is his interest to tell it. But women and young men are very apt to tell what secrets they know, from the vanity of having been trusted. Trust none of these whenever you can help it. Political duties. Whoa, that's nice. Comparative time indicator. They're showing like different cities. Richmond, Toronto, Providence, Newport, New Orleans, Indianapolis, what's that say? Hamburg, New York, Philadelphia, Sacramento, Hartford, Halifax, Edinburgh, Buffalo, Bridgeport, Connecticut, Cincinnati, I wonder if Detroit's on there above, Dublin, Augusta, Georgia. Detroit, there it is, bro, right on the right side of the clock. Short method of computing interest for an even number of days at 6%. That's insanity. What was the population of Michigan in 1880? It was only 1.6 million. Ooh. New York and Pennsylvania were far more populated. California only had 864 people. 64,000. Detroit had 116,000, bruv. Smaller than Cleveland. Weird. There we go. Parlor magic. Recreative education. Home amusements for all. Look at that, bruv. Parlor magic number 1. Hold the pack in the left hand lengthwise with the face downwards. What's parlor magic? Battery power at 15%, bro. And I'm not plugged in. I'm not plugged in. I gotta plug in, bro. I thought I was plugged in. Somehow unplugged. There we are. There we are, bros. We plugged in. Rotate device. We got a problem here. To force a card. There we go. Parlor Magic coin tricks. This is great. I want to learn these. Where does it go, bruv? I'm guessing it goes in your sleeve. You hide it right there, bruv. Home amusements. What a weird encyclopedia this is. What's this then? Parlor theatricals. Stage construction, scenery, costume, and makeup. In the first place, we would strongly counsel amateur companies not to attempt too much. The lamented Artemus Ward used to remark, on the subject of his vocal powers, I am always saddest when I sing. So are those who hear me. They are sadder even than I am, bruv. A theatrical performance, to be worthy of the name, demands a theater of some sort of its due exhibition. Parlor stage construction forming the proscenium. You gotta build your own stage. What is this? Jews should be made up with rather dark complexions. The effect of an aquiline nose may be produced by slightly darkening with burnt umber that portion of the bridge just between the eyes. This causes the portion so marked to apparently recede, and so brings the lower part of the nose into greater prominence. There should be a strongly marked line from each side of the nose towards the corners of the mouth, and the inside of the nostrils should be darkened with burnt umber. The lower lip may be made to look fuller by the application of grenadine or carmine to make up drunkards or other characters demanding a bloated bulbous proboscis. Wool attached by spirit gum may be used in place of the piece. Hello, Brabs, you're here. 459 pages in your ear, bruv. You made it, but then you're gone again. Where'd you go, bruv? The bruv has gone. The American horse, his care. We were into from parlor tricks to horses. What to teach your daughter? Let the pure-minded mother teach her daughter as early as she can comprehend the physical difference between herself and brothers. Why she cannot safely engage in the romping sports and violent exercises which are common to boys. Teach her the virtue of modesty of behavior and language. Let her be told, what's going on, bruv? You're here. Now you're here twice. It's amazing. Counsel to the unmarried. God setteth the solitary in families is the utterance of divine inspiration, bruv. I think I'm going to sleep, but wanted to stop by and say hello, bruv. I hear you, bruv. I hear you. Look at the 5 senses, bruv. They're all in your hand. Plowing through this book. Oh, look at the eyeball. That's your eyeball closing, bruv. Medical and physical education. Oh, there's your toofuses, bruv. Look at them all beneath the surface. Well, bruv. That's scary stuff, bruv. The American horse is care and management with valuable receipts. Do you have a horse, bruv? The art of cookery. To select eggs, take the egg in the hand and holding it lengthwise to the light. The egg should be transparent. If there are any specks in it, the egg is not fresh laid, but may be good for ordinary purposes. See ya, bruv. If there's a large spot near the shell, it is bad. And a newly laid egg is softly boiled. The white will be like milk. An old egg, tough, hard, and indigestible. All right, bruv. Stewed potatoes. Narrowing page 500, bruv. I only want illustrations. Only want illustrations. Sauces for puddings. The yolks of 2 eggs beaten very lightly, mixed with 1 cup of sugar thoroughly. Add the beaten whites with flavor to taste. Serve quickly. That's a pudding sauce, bruv. Look at this fish. It looks like fish too, bruv. Oh, they got everything. All the fishes and turkeys and everything. This is amazing. There's the bunny. Roasted bunny. I really need to piss, bruv. But I'm here for the duration. I'm gonna probably skip. Oh, who's this guy? I like him, bruv. Henry Wadsworth Longfellow. How to make candies. How to prepare summer drinks at small cost. This is interesting. Cider champagne. To keep cider sweet. Port wine. Worked cider, 21 gallons. Good port wine, 6 gallons. Good brandy, 1.5 gallons. Pure spirits, 3 gallons. Mix. To give color, elderberry and aloes and hawthorn berry give a good fine color. Half peck malt, coarse brown sugar. 3 pounds, 2 hops. Hops, 2 ounces. Good yeast, half teacup. If you have no malt, take a quartz barley. Put it into the oven and steam the moisture from it. Grind coarsely. Ginger beer, root beer. For 5 gallons of beer, take 1.5 pounds common burdock root, or half an ounce essence of sassafras, half-pound good hops, and half-pound corn roasted brown. Boil in 3 gallons pure water till you get all the strength, bruv. Strain while hot and add enough cold water to make 5 gallons. When nearly cold, add clean molasses in the palatable and yeast. Add yeast, place in cellar. Whoa. Treatment of the drowned, bruv. Restore breathing. Restore animal heat. These guys know everything. Everything, bruv, I tell you. The architecture of the home. These fucking people. You can build a house, bruv, by yourself. Is this an illustration? Let's see. I would assume it is. Let me get it. No, there's no paper. There's paper for a rose. Skip these houses. Go right to the flowers. Let's look at this flower, bruv. That's pretty nice. Let's see it bled through. There he is. Longfellow. Why is the rose still... Oh, that's these sweet peas, bruv. Those are brilliantly colored. You can see it bled through again, bruv. How do we go from flowers to prose? Emerson, The Death of Little Nell by Charles Dickens. I wonder if there's other volumes of this. Who is it? Who's that? Goldsmith and his friends. Let's see the ghost image on there. Acidically banned through. The Broken Art by Washington Irving. Young People's Reciter. Answers to fortune telling. There we go. Laughable and innocent amusements. How to tell fortunes. What does this mean? Anyone wishing to try his fortune will place a pencil or anything else on a number or a square without looking at the number, after which refer to the number amongst the answers to fortune telling, and you will find the answer, which may be correct, false, or ridiculous, as it always is with professional fortune tellers. That's quite a thing, bruv. I was going to end right here, but let me go relieve my carrot. bro. Back, bro. All right, I'm back, bruv. How to tell fortunes. More amusement can be had from this game than any other. Any number of persons can play it. Anyone wishing to try his fortune will place a pencil or anything else on a number or a square without looking at the number, after which refer to the number. We've already gone over this. Let me grab the screwdriver, bruv, and I will place it somewhere. But you have to answer the question. Tell my fortune, bruv. Number 13. You will be very happy in marriage. Now that's hilarious, bruv. Let me do one more. Number 76. Disappointment in love. Well, there we go. So the key is to get married. I will be happy in marriage, but not in love. Very interesting. I wonder what page preceded it. It was just basically poetry. Patriotic, that was just a weird interlude between poetry. Then you just have fortune telling. The Broken Art by Washington Irving. And then it's over, bruv. It's all over. Got a split, heavy split. I wonder if I won that auction, bruv. Right, we shall put it back on the shelf. There it goes. And wrap this one up, bruv. Toodaloo.